Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be seeing that what is the purpose of this connection or why this person has come into your life. So we have today three piles. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3. I am zooming it. So you can concentrate on it and figure out which one is drawing you towards it. Alright. Hello pile 1, welcome. Let us see the cards I have for you. The first we have is Page of Pentacles, then we have Nine of Cups, then we have Hangman, then we have Queen of Swords, then we have Death, then we have Page of Swords, then there is this Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles and the Star. So the first thing which I am feeling for you people is that you people had a very rough childhood, even the adult age as well. Something has been going on in your family or the way or the place where you have been brought up. Maybe you all had a very isolated childhood where your parents were working and nobody was there to look after you and there were maids to look after you. Or maybe that you had a very toxic family. It can also be that the kind of people you had, friends, were not good, but for some reason you stayed with them. So there is at least, for some of you it is 4 to 5 years of toxic environment around you, or for most of you it is a very prolonged period, can be from even your childhood to your adult age, can be 17 to 18 years of your life. So whatever the harsh circumstances you have seen in your life, it developed the way that you started seeing the world. See, basically what a child does is that whatever he sees around himself, he starts seeing the entire world with that perspective. Like if you saw inhumanity back at your home, you feel that the entire world lacks humanity, that there is no love around you, or whatever the conditioning you received. I am seeing basically cards over here which are telling me that the kind of conditioning you received in your life, the kind of the way you were brought up in your life, that totally disturbed your psychological status. I don't mean it in harsh manner, but I feel that you saw everything very negatively. You felt that there is nothing good in the world, or you have to compromise a lot in order to have a good life. And it can be basically because your parents had that mentality, or you had to sacrifice a lot right from your childhood in order to have things in your life. You people were not very rich or something, or you people were not able to eat well in childhood. Whatever, there can be anything happening in your life which disturbed you a lot, which made you develop some kind of thinking which was very narrow. And it's completely alright to have that kind of thinking, because when a child is born, or they are just like a wet clay, so whatever you see around you, that is what you become, and that is what happened with you. So I feel that you have gone through very rough phase in your life. For some of you it can also be that very rough relationships or something, things never worked out for you, and even if they worked out, there were so many wrong things happen around you that you felt that whatever good happened was momentary. So your basic perception was that life is full of sadness and there can be 2-3 moments of happiness. That's it. So whatever it was, that your brain was heavily affected, your thought process was heavily affected, and that made you develop a harsh perception. Along with that, you also had this thing that you propagated that harsh perception. That means that if you had some certain friends who wanted to be positive, but you somehow always spoke negative things, because you felt that life is always hard. So whatever you were conveying through your throat chakra, it was always most probably negative. So what I feel is, and that was totally outcome of how you have been raised or the environment you have been put into right from childhood. It can also be that let us take this example that if you were a child who was very ignored and neglected in your childhood, your parents were always working and they never gave you time, so you always had this problem of mingling with people, or you always had this problem with love. You felt that because you didn't earn love from the place you always seek from right from your childhood, from your parents, so you always felt that nobody is going to love you the way you want love, or you had some distorted opinions about love, or if your parents were abusive, so you had this belief inside that your relationships are always going to end up like that, or you had this fear that what if your relationship will end up like that, so you never dated. So it can be any sort of problem, it can be anything. It can also be very small things like not small things, sorry, it can also be things like you were not having money in your childhood, so you always felt deep inside that you will never have enough in your life, or your thought process started affecting that you have to follow certain way in your life in order to get money, in order to earn means to live a life. So because of all those negative thoughts, what you were doing was you thought negatively, you propagated that negativeness, and it deeply impacted people, and you were not aware of that, of what you were doing. And you were not doing it intentionally. You kept doing it because that is how you saw life. So you always had this negative thinking. So there were so many deep psychological wounds inside you. There were so many wrong perceptions inside you. The way you saw the world, the way you saw the relationships. It was all from the focal lens of your past relationships or the past you had. So this person walked in your life so that you can take a pause, and that pause will make you reflect on how you have been addressing everything in your life in a wrong manner. For most of you, I'm also getting this thing is that you wanted to pursue something in your life, but the circumstances didn't allow you to pursue that thing. And it can also be that it's not just about career. It can be that you wanted to pursue a relationship, but you were afraid due to the consequence which will come, because that is how your perception had been framed, that you cannot go for that kind of relationship, or you cannot go for this kind of relationship, otherwise there will be dire consequences of those things. So it can be in career, it can be in relationship, it can be in anything. Every field of your life was being affected, so this person had to come in your life so that you take a pause. So see, over here it is Hangman. So Hangman tells me that it is very highly spiritual connection, that something which was already decided in the spiritual realms. Basically we already decide in spiritual realms that who will walk in our life, etc. before taking birth. But I feel that Hangman is like a pause, so that you can address something, whatever the mental things, what mental thought process were disturbing you. So this person had to come into your life so that you can heal all those problems which you had deep inside, so that you can understand that how things were going wrong from your ends. And I think most of the things were going wrong in your life because that is how you thought. You see, you didn't have this idea for a very long while that the way you think, that is how the world becomes for you. Our thoughts have the power to create a reality, and you weren't aware of that, and you kept thinking negatively, and that was because of your past, and that resulted into a place in your life which was not good. You were not happy, and then you wanted to pursue certain things, and you were ready to sacrifice them, because you thought that you cannot have them, or due to certain reasons. So whatever you were doing was due to your perception. You were becoming like a sacrificial lamb, and you were ready to give up on the things you wanted in life because you always thought that things are not possible for you. And I totally understand that having such kind of perception can be very hard, because we don't come with perceptions, right? We don't come with learning. We are not born with fears. We create our fears. We are given those fears. And I understand that it is very difficult to come out of the fears we have. We have to go through a lot of healing. So this person is like a gift for you in your life, and this person will do something, or something will happen in your relationship that will make you pause, reflect on the ways things are getting wrong in your connection because of you, and not in the connection only, in your life as well. So this connection is basically for your pause. I feel that the problem which you people had was that you never followed your heart, because your brain always told you, your ego always told you that you cannot have those things, just because you were denied so many things in your childhood. You always had this perception that you can never have the things you want, and you have to live like you have to live on sacrifices, and you have to not pursue the things you want. See, we have Queen of Swords, we have Ten of Cups. So something happened in the people around the people you loved, or something happened in your family that just made you develop that bitterness, and you were destroying your life. You were completely destroying your life because of all those things, all the perception you had. So this person came in your life so that you can pause and you can heal yourself. You can see that how things are going wrong. And one thing I mentioned was that you always spoke wrong things. You always harbored those negative feelings and harbored negative thoughts, and you were on your own destroying the things, on your own destroying the relationship. So something that needed to stop. I also feel that you must have said something negative to this person, and you must have made some wrong use of your voice. It's not for all the people, like maybe you misjudged the situation in your connection because you had a rough past, and you judged this person on the basis of that past, and you said certain things which led to certain drama in your connection. This is for some of you, and that is what will make you realize, or has already made you realize, that how you are using your voice is important. Even if you are aiming to do the right thing and saying certain things based on your past perception, or you're not able to see clearly, or maybe you're saying it in a rough manner, it can cause severe harm, to the things you love, and you are not paying attention to that. And maybe with time you will realize that a lot of circumstances just got destroyed in your life because you spoke things which you were not meant to do. See, your voice, that is very powerful. If you become a leader today, you will be able to lead many people. So it was important that you realize that what is the consequence, the way you are using your voice. Maybe you just had an argument with this person, you ended up hurting this person, and that is the day you realized that the way you are using your words, the way you are using your voice is important. Because we don't understand, right, until we hurt someone we really love, that how we have been wrong all our life. So this entire connection is here in your life so that you can understand that how things have been wrong from your end, and how you have been perceiving the world in wrong manner, and how many wounds you have, how many psychological things needs to be addressed in you, so that you can go after the things you want. Your perception had to change, and that is why this connection came in your life. I also feel that you have sacrificed a lot in your life, and you were willing to give up on the things you dreamt about, so that others can be happy, so that you had also that you had certain fears because of that as well. You were not doing the things, you were not following your heart. So this person was here so that you see that you need to follow your heart. Let us see more cards for you. See, then we have is Awakening, and we have Sisterhood of the Rose. So both is energetic updates, a new way of being, integration. Then this is Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. Then we have is Heart Guardian, we have Shaolin Master, and we have Spring. So what I'm getting over here is that you had certain fears, the very same thing, the cards are just clarifying the very same thing which I already said, is that you had certain fears deep inside you, because of which you were not going after the things you wanted to go, and that is why this person, you had to fall in love with this person. I think so. If you are not in love with this person, I feel that you will share very good connection with this person. It can also be a soulmate relationship, or something like you both can be best friends or something, and you value them a lot. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection, but this person has to be very important for you. And I feel that the love of this person is something that will change the perception you have in your life. So this person came because you are supposed to do great things in your life and you were not going to do it because you had your fears. So this person came so that you can pause, reflect. See, awakening is here. So awakening, if you all have already been through it, so you all know everything which I am explaining, that we just change 360 degrees when we go through awakening. We realize that how foolish we have been all our life, and how our conditioning, how everything we saw, everything was different, and how actually the world is, and how peacefully we can live just when we decide to change our thinking. See, here it is also a card of a teacher, so it can mean that you have something inside you, and card of devotion as well. So here is card of teacher. So I feel that you have something inside you which needs to be taught to the world. And we have high priestess card, so most of you, and Shaolin master as well. So I feel that you people have some interest in mysteries. Can be that you are very attracted to Egyptian civilization, or can be that you are interested in the things that most people are not interested. And you have that gift inside you which needs to come out in the world, which needs to be shown to people. People need to get aware of that. See, there are very less people who will get awakened in life, who will choose to get awakened as well. We all have free will over here. So that is happening for a reason. That is happening because your knowledge can be given to people. You already carry a lot of wisdom, and that thing has to be given to people so that you can cause mass difference. So I feel that there is something very obscure, something very mysterious in which you are very interested. It doesn't have to be very mystery or something like that, or it can be something which is less pursued, something which is less pursued either in the world, or it can also be that less pursued in your family, something which has not been done in your family, and you already have this inside you. You have it as a gift, or you wanted to do it but you are trying to. Please excuse me. Sorry, my mother was calling, so I had to pick up. So yes, so what I was saying was that yes, you had, okay. So for some of you, I also feel that your mother also had this thing in her, that she failed to pursue the things she wanted, and now it was your duty to break that cycle. So it was very important, that you go through this entire connection so that you can deliver whatever you have been wanting to. And I'm seeing this heart guardian card, so I believe that see, some people already know always in their life that what they want to do, but some people get that courage because of love. And for you, that is the story of your life, that you will get the courage you have always been wanting to have because of love. And I also feel that this person can be someone who is not supported by your family's culture, because there is something of breaking the boundaries. And so for some of you, it can be that they are not supported by your family's culture or something like that. But the fruits which we are denied are the most attractive, and you will eventually fall in love with this person. Or maybe that if this person is a friend, your parents don't like them to be around you or something like that. They can be anything. So whatever it is, that you will cross the boundary, you will have affection for them and you will share it, and whatever this connection is will make you overcome the fears you have. And I also feel that you people have this problem of taking leap of faith. You people are so afraid that what will be the consequence of the things you do in life, that you people just deny yourself everything. So afraid that you will fail, that you don't pursue the things you want to. Or maybe you are not afraid of failing, you're afraid of disappointing someone. So that feeling from inside had to be deleted, so you had to go through this connection. See, I have more cards. For some of you, it is twin flame connection. And then we have emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision in order to see the things clearly. See, the very things I told you already, that when you have a rough past, you fail to see the things the way they are. You always see it in the lens of your past. It is emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So, in order to understand this love, in order to understand this person, you need to delete whatever you had been carrying in your life, so that you can actually see how this person is. Because when they will walk in your life, when you will be falling in love, when you will be around them or things or situation, you will love them, you will have affection for them, but you will be not able to see that how good or great they are until and unless you are healed. Then we have healing. See, healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed every moment. It can also be that yes, all those healing had to occur for you, whatever the past you had, and it's not just one way process. I feel your person also carries the same, not the same wounds, can be different wounds as well, but your connection, this particular connection will be very healing for both of you. And then we have is embrace. Though through each other you find the missing pieces, so you both have been broken a lot, and you both have been like feeling like you both will fail in life, and you both have been very disheartened or very upset about things, and you both have always felt like things are missing in your life, and you're not able to pursue the things you want, and you're not able to find whatever has been missing in your life, and this connection will bring all that back to you. See, twin flames, see, it doesn't mean that everybody watching this has to be twin flame. I'm no one to tell you if you are a twin flame or not. It is you who will decide the connection, what kind of it is. And for many views which I have read, I feel that most of the psychics, most of the scholars and etc. will agree that twin flames do not have to be a romantic connection. And I don't know exactly if this is true or not, but for most of them it is a romantic connection. And just because it came out in a pick-up pile reading, it doesn't have to be that it has to be a twin flame connection. For some of you it can be a soulmate connection, for some of you it can be anything. So just take it as your own judgment. Whatever I feel is that you have been hurting a lot in your life, and that had to be resolved, and this connection will lead to that resolvement. And if you're twin flames, I feel that you need to relax a little bit, and you need to believe, and you need to go through whatever you're going, and be patient. You know, such connections are slightly difficult, and it is very easy to get into negative thoughts and fall back into, prey into all the things that have happened in your past, and let your ego dominate. But whatever you have to do over here is that you listen to your heart, and it will guide you right back to where it belongs. And keep healing yourself. Okay, that's all. Thank you, pile 1. Hello, pile 2. Let us see the cards I have for you. We have Queen of Swords, we have Empress, we have 4 of Swords, we have 8 of Pentacles, we have 7 of Swords, we have 2 of Pentacles, we have 7 of Cups, we have Knight of Swords, we have Ace of Cups. For clarifiers, I've kept the card as 9 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. So what I feel is that you have certain dreams, and you are very talented. Like our soul always knows that what we want, but we are always afraid to follow what we want, and it can be due to fear of several things. See, 9 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups is coming over here. So what I feel is that there is something deep inside you that you want big things, great things, but for some reasons you always compromise on your dreams. Or maybe you have this pattern that due to certain circumstances around you, what you do is that you chase after a certain dream, you know you want it, but then you stop, and you leave it aside. And it can be for the happiness of others, it can be because things are not going the way you would want them to, or maybe because you're impatient, or it can also be that you want someone else to get happy. Like there are certain relationships, like look it as a connect as a mother. Let us take an example of mother. What she does is that she always puts forth other person's need before hers. She will always compromise for her child, for her family, for the husband, and she will always not tell you that what she wants. You must have noticed that a very small example I'm giving you is that if there are two toffees in front of you and you want to eat it, and your mother also is sitting there, so she will tell you that you eat it, and she doesn't want to eat. But later on, when you are older, I mean, then you will learn that that was her favorite chocolate, and she wanted to eat it, yet she didn't eat it because she was putting your needs before hers. She could have taken one and she could have given you one, but no, what she did was she gave up on her need. See, I'm giving very, very foolish example. Like, I'm just giving you an example that how mothers behave, how a feminine is told to behave, and it's not just with feminine; it is with masculine gender as well. And I have given you a very simple example, but what you have to observe is that our ancestors had this pattern that they will compromise to any extent for the sake of making others happy. And there is this pattern in you as well, that if love is around you, or something related to love is around you, and you have to go after your dreams, what you will do is that you will be so afraid that if you chase after your dreams, if you go after your dreams, you will lose that connection, or you will lose that relationship, that you will give up on your dreams. You will just keep it aside, and you will start making others happy, start working on the relationship. So basically what I'm getting from here is that this fear from you, fear which you had inside, this thing that there is also another thing that is coming over here, is that you try to please others, people pleaser, that you will keep on doing and doing for the other person, and you will not take responsibility for your own self-love, for your own self-care, and you will always try to find happiness in others' happiness, which is good, but it is also worst case scenario is that you forget your very own needs. You forget that you are a human, you have a life, and unless you are happy, the people around you will not be happy. And even if you are going on doing and doing and doing things for others, there will be one day when you will be packed up and you will be so effed up in your own life that it won't be just living, it will be only a life of compromising. So this, I think so, it is coming in you from your mother, or from some feminine example you had inside, or maybe it is coming from your father as well for some of you, that you people need to understand that if you do things you like, if you chase things you want, if you want to pursue certain goals, if you have certain dreams, you won't lose. You won't lose relationships, you won't. And if you will lose someone, if you do like this, then that means that relationship is not worth it. You have to keep yourself as priority. So you have to understand that you need to be happy, you need to follow your own dreams, and that is how your happiness will be transmitted into into the people around you. And it is very important, right? I have always quoted this line from Will Smith, that you need to be happy first, and then another person can come, who is happy, can come with you and share their happiness with you. And when you are not happy on your own, how can you even expect that you will be going to build a relationship which will make you happy, which will be very stable, which will go fine? So this fear in you of losing mostly relationships, just because you're not overdoing for them, just because you are going after your dreams, has to be deleted, and that is why this person has walked into your life. So what this person will basically do is that they will stay with you, and they will behave differently, you must have met partners, or you must have met people who would have always asked too much of you, and you must have given them way too much. And you did this because you had this deep inside fear that if you don't do that, you will lose that person. So you need to come to that realization that even if you lose a relationship for sake of your own good, it's fine. So what this person will do is that they will stay with you. They won't ask you to do things in over, and if you will demand for space, they will give you that space. That means they will teach you that there is a possibility of establishing a stable relationship, a stable connection, even though you both are not able to give each other ample amount of time, or even if you are giving only 15 minutes a day, just because your priority is your career. So you must have not seen such kind of partnership before in your life, but now this partnership is here to show you that it's okay to put your needs before others. It is okay to make yourself priority. It is okay to have self-love. It is not selfish, and you're not going to lose them. And this person, they will not run away from you just because you're making it a priority, or you're keeping your dreams priority, or if you are overworking or something. They will also keep encouraging you to have a balanced life. They will be supporting you in your career. They will be supporting you in your dreams. They will be helping you out, and they will be very nice and very kind with you, and they will be very mature as you are. You both will be of same vibration, and there will be a mutual understanding that we all have an individual soul journey, and it is okay to concentrate on that soul journey rather on I had to pause the video and I actually forgot what I was speaking. So what I meant was that where I was. Okay, so yes, they will actually make you realize that it is okay. It is okay to put yourself first, to chase after your dreams, to go towards the things you want rather than focusing on the relationship. And even if you give 15 minutes, or even if you don't keep a don't talk regularly, even if you talk like once in a month, it's okay, it's fine. You're not going to lose them. And for most of you, okay, so for some of you, I'm also getting this is that don't take it in a wrong manner, but what if somebody you want, exactly the same person comes in front of you as you desire, as your life partner, and they are earning good as well, and they can provide for you, and they are everything. So what you will do is that, and you have your soul journey left, what you will do is that, will you try to stop them and keep them somehow, though you know that you cannot manage the time to keep a relationship alive, or you will rather allow them to go away and believe that if this person is meant for you, they will stay, and if this person is not meant for you, then of course they will fade away, even though you try to keep them or try to manage them. So for some of you, it is that you have this habit of managing both the things, even though you know that your priority is your dream, it is not relationship, because of that fear, of course. And for some of you, it is also that you are so workaholic that you like working 12-10 hours, and then you don't want to give any time to any connection, be it friendship, be it relationship. So this person will also be teaching you some kind of balance. They will be encouraging you that, okay, listen, you can give 7 to 8 hours to your work, and you can also dedicate like 15 to 20 hours to talking to me, or if not talking to me, you can give it to your playtime or etc., or your me time, because your dreams are going to take time. They are not going to happen or become reality in just a day. So they will be teaching you patience. They will be teaching you how to establish a stable relationship. They will be making you overcome the fear of losing someone just because you're going after your dreams. They will be teaching you this balance in your life between work and life. So what I have over here is that they will be also teaching you that it's okay to make yourself priority. So next I have is manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. For some of you, it can also be that you have so much fear of failure, or you have so much fear of losing a relationship that you stop, that you somehow lose the patience to work on the dreams you want to do, and you stop doubting your dreams. You think like that, okay, it has been 6 months and I have not achieved what I was willing to achieve, so maybe I'm sick, maybe I'm dreaming way too much or something like that. So this person will be giving you that patience, or this connection will be giving you that patience, or making you observe, or making you believe that things take time, and it's okay. Maybe because you both will be having same kind of journey, or maybe we will be having same kind of profession, so this person will also be taking time to get where they are wanting to get to. So you will be relating to that journey, and you will be like, okay, somehow deep inside you will be getting this, that whatever path you are following will take time, and it's nothing like you will earn it in one particular day. So you don't need to give up on your relationships, you don't need to give up on your own well-being, you don't need to rush the process of anything, be it career, be it relationship. And then it is, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we always united, for love transcends space and time and nothing is missing. So that is what I was saying, that even if you're not able to give them time, just because you have to focus on your dreams, they will be okay with that. They will be okay with the separation. And time is, then there is time. You're trying too hard, give it time. Then there is wait. Don't rush into it. Allow the course to take its nature. So, and it's also that if it is a new relationship and it's moving very slowly, maybe for some of you the message is that, so whether it is career or whether it is relationship, if it is taking time, it is okay. You have to be patient with the process. You have to be taking care of the relationship, you have to be taking care of the career, both like a baby. Like you have to be patient with that, and you have to know that gradually, if it is meant to be, it will happen for you. You have to believe that it is meant for you. And then I have the card is that share your voice, answer the call, priestess. So most probably for most of you I'm getting is that you know that you have to follow your dreams, but you will be very afraid that you will lose this person, and you will lose this particular person, and you will not get anyone else. You will not get anyone else like them, or maybe even if they are not clicking with you and they are like perfect, like there is financial fulfillment in your relationship, but there is no emotional fulfillment, and still you will be forcing yourself to make it work out, and not telling them that you cannot do this thing, because your previous relationship, which were based on emotions, they failed. So what you are doing now is that this is a humble person, this is a nice person, this person is earning good, and we can have a good family. So you're just like making a, what we say, like treating a connection like a contract, and you're like, okay, let me stop this person, let me make this person stay, and then you try to give them time, though you know that you need to concentrate on your dreams. So there is lack of emotional fulfillment, and there is also that you have to focus on your own soul journey, and you're not yet sure that if this is the person for you. Only the major characteristics are matching with them, and there is no emotional fulfillment, only financial fulfillment. So you are still trying to make it work. All these things need to be cut off from you, and that is why this person has come into your life. So what you will do is that you will not lose this person, but you will still cut them off, and you both will stay friends maybe. Or maybe if you are wanting to build a relationship with this person, then also if you are not giving them time, they will not walk away from you. It will gradually grow with time, and with this relationship you will learn patience, you will learn equal give and take, you will know that it's okay to chase your dreams. See, again there is the card is Star and Sisters and Medicine Mother. So stars, they follow the voice of your soul, and maybe you are not even listening to your soul. Maybe there is some connection which you had before, which you feel like is the one worth fighting for, worth waiting for, but just because this person walked in your life and is very balanced and is very good person, so you're trying to compromise that I want to be with this person because this person will provide me a stable life. So you have to also get this realization deep inside that even if even if something really good is in front of you, and your soul is telling you that no, you need to pursue that last relationship, and just because this big package is over here and you think that it will go out of your hands, you don't need to compromise. You need to just, if your soul is telling that pursue that relationship, then pursue that relationship. Don't compromise. You don't need to compromise on your heart's desire, whether it's for your career, whether it's for some past relationship, or whether it is for anything else. That you need to put yourself first, you need to put your soul calling first, you need to put everything which is concerned to you first. And I also feel for some of you, like in last I said that some of you want to pursue the last relationship, but it has been failing and you are very afraid that it will eventually fail and that person will not come back to you. And that is why you're not pursuing that connection, and this new person is in front of you who is very good, so you're wanting to just keep this person. So right now you need to address what is important for you rather than whatever gold this person is. And if this person is meant for you, if you are making the wrong choice by keeping them aside, know that they will not go anywhere. If they are meant for you, they will stay. Be it your past connection, be it this present connection. You need to fulfill your soul journey first. You need to find yourself first. You need to pursue your goals first. You need to understand yourself first. And whosoever is meant for you is not going anywhere. That is what you have to understand. Okay, all right, that is okay. I also have two more cards. There is being flexible and there is being yin. I feel that because you have been in this energy of giving a lot right from your childhood or whatever, so you have been in this energy for very long, so you have forgotten that it's okay to receive. It's okay to receive, and receiving takes time. Like you have to be patient with the process of receiving. So that patience need to be learned, and you don't need to overgive in order to get something back. It has to be balanced. So that yin energy in you has to also get balanced, and this connection will be bringing that to balance for you. And okay, that's all. Thank you.
Hi pile 3, let us see the cards I have for you. We have 8 of Pentacles, we have Queen of Cups, we have the Moon, we have 9 of Pentacles, we have Magician, we have 8 of Wands, we have Strength, we have Temperance, and then we have 10 of Pentacles. So what I feel for you is that this particular person for whom you have picked up the pile, this person will be coming in your life when you have isolated yourself a lot. From isolated, I mean that maybe you have come out of a relationship, and after coming out of that, you have been single for at least 6 months, 1 year or 2 years. For some of you it can also be more. So this person will be coming in your life to change that monotony. I feel that you must have come out of some relationship, or something very drastic would have taken place in your life few years back, and after that you must have found yourself very alone, or maybe you must have not just vibed with the people around you, and you must have chosen to stay alone because it is better to be alone than be in a company which is not suiting you. Even if you must have tried to be with other people, it must have felt very discomforting for you because you were having your own healing period and you were having a rise in your vibration, so it was very tough for you to maintain the relationship you already had. So what you did was that you started isolating yourself, and you also started giving up on people or the relationships which were not serving you. So in this period, what happened with you was that you started enjoying your very own company, from feeling like being alone, then feeling like no one understands you, then feeling like even if other people are trying to understand you or you are trying to understand them, it is not working, then feeling like you are way ahead of them suddenly, then feeling that it is better to be alone, then starting to enjoy that company, your very own company. After that, immense healing process of 1 or 2 years, 6 months for few of you, and more for others. I feel that this person will be sent in your life, and this person will be belonging to your soul family. Now, this person is just here for a change, for a change of the environment, because what was happening with you was that since you started enjoying your very own company, you started losing touch with the 3D. It's okay to be staying in the high vibration, but it's also important that you have some necessary relationship around you. It's not that you have to entertain that relationship or you have to talk to them every now and then, but it was just for a change. Now, what change the spirits were trying to bring in your life is that, so what I was telling you was that what you were doing was that since you started enjoying your own company, you started emotionally disconnecting way too much. Emotionally disconnecting way too much from human. I mean that maybe one friend, maybe no friend, maybe not wanting to entertain any connection, something like that was happening in your life. And deep inside there was this confusion that if you want a new person or if you want it to go the same way as it was already going. So you were somewhere already happy with yourself, with your life, but there was this deep turmoil inside you that if you should entertain new people or not, or if new people will suit you or not. So what you were doing, so one day what you will do is that you will simply for some reason write it somewhere in your diary, or maybe some of you are trying to manifest it, or some of you are even forced by certain circumstances that you go end up sit on your desk and end up writing what kind of person or friend you want in life, and you don't even think that it is going to come true, but 3-4 months later what you find is that there is actually somebody at your door as you wrote it in your diary, is already knocking at your door as you wrote it in your diary. That means that you ended up manifesting a person just by writing about it or thinking about it. So what happened is that spirits were trying to show you through this process that you are a very powerful person, and whatever you imagine, whatever you think, whatever you try to manifest, even consciously, unconsciously, that will be coming true. So they were first trying to show you that now whatever life you are creating, now whatever you are wanting, you will get it, and it will be exactly as you want it. So they were trying to tell you that there is some magic in you, and this person will be belonging to your soul family, and I feel so that this person will be quite similar to the manifestation you would have written in your diary or journal, or maybe have prayed about or something like that. So they were bringing this person, they will bring this person so that you can become clear if you really want new friends, or you are okay on your own, or it is okay now to have new friends or someone at your vibration. Then what I see is that maybe this person will be joining your hand, and you both will be building something together, and it can be a business venture, or maybe you both end up giving ideas to each other for the business or for studies you both are trying to have. I also feel that there will be some break in the monotonous cycle you were having in your life. Just see that spirits are only trying to help you enjoy your life,
and make you understand that it is okay to keep one leg in 3D and one leg in 5D, and not completely isolate yourself. And I do feel that you will be having a lot of problem in adjusting this new friendship. I mean that this person will be exactly as you are trying to have in your life, but still it will be difficult for you to have this connection, because maybe you have just started enjoying being alone, or maybe your what we say, maybe your concentration is somewhere else. So this person will be from your soul family, and they will be actually like you must have imagined or manifested. They will be helping you out in some business venture or some career purpose. So from this they will be trying to tell you that there is not only one option available for you in this particular lifetime for relationship. There can be anyone coming up at your door if you want, and they can be of any type you are trying to have. So you have to not be afraid that you will be ending up alone. They just want to show you that you are very powerful and you can have just anyone who suits you. They will be like telling you that you have options in this lifetime, and you will have options in choosing that who should be your life partner, or who should be in your life, who should be your friend. They will be showing you that you are the one who is creating your own reality and nobody else is doing anything. They will also be telling you that maybe at present your career is more important for you rather building relationship. See, this all is happening because you were confused if you can have new friends, if you can have to afford to have them in your life, or if you actually have time to have them. So first is that you will have options. Second is that it will help you decide that what you actually want, if you want to concentrate on your career, or you want to have new friends, etc., or if you have time to have those connections. It will help you decide what is priority for you at this particular point of time. I feel that this connection will be very new, can be someone who is from your past, but it will be very new. Maybe you would have talked to them very less, or maybe for most of you this will be a very new person. So this connection has the power to turn into anything you want. It can turn into friendship, it can turn into romantic connection, and it can turn into nothing. Maybe you decide that you cannot afford to give time to relationships, that you are already so occupied that it is just an idea deep inside your mind that you need someone. Actually you don't need someone and you're already enjoying your life. So that clarity will be coming, and spirits will also be showing you that you have to not settle. If this person came into your life and you do not like them enough, you feel like what you manifested is not something which your soul needs, and you want to have someone else, or maybe you want to decide it later, in the later phase of your life. So spirits will be telling you that it's okay to say no, that you have that power in you, that whatever is happening in your life, it is your decision. It should not be someone else's decision, or it should not be a decision based on emotions. They will be telling you that you have the power to say no. Maybe in past, for most period of your life, what you did was that you failed to say no to people, or when you felt that the connections were not right for you, or when you felt that you were not happy, the other person was actually happy with your presence. So what you did was you carried on the connection, you extended them the affection, but deep inside you knew that this connection is not something you want, and you still entertain them. So spirits will be teaching you over here that you have the power to say no, that if you're not enjoying that connection, don't be afraid that you will not find someone else, or you will not find someone who is suiting you. So this so basically, let us see more cards. Wait.
let us see Mukha said are dance with life, do something that changes your energy, share voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression, deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. So exactly what I was telling was that you have been in hiding for very long. So this new person will be coming to you, you will be talking to them, and there will be some change in your life which will help you decide certain things, that how you will further move things. And this connection is also happening so that you become more in touch of your emotions. I feel that for very long you must have been doing something what you have wanted to do, but somewhere you must have not been trusting your intuition, which was guiding you to do something else as well. Maybe you already are pursuing something, but you are also required to do something else, or your heart is telling you to move to something else, but you are not listening to that particular call. So this change will somehow make you connect with your heart, with your emotions, and will be telling you that there are other options as well for you. Like, you are totally, completely the master of your destiny when it comes to your relationship and career, and you have to not be afraid that you will fail, because you won't. That is what is your blessing in this particular life. If you want a certain kind of friend, you will have it. If you want to succeed in certain kind of career, you will have it. If you want to have a certain kind of relationship, you will have it. And that is what your plan is with your spirit guides in this particular lifetime. So they are trying to teach you through this connection that you have all the power in you. Start trusting your intuition and do exactly as you are being called to, so that you don't have to have this thing before in this life that you couldn't get what you wanted, because you already have that blessing that you can have anything. So just start listening to that, what your soul is telling. Next I have is regeneration, then there is fork in the road, and there is soul community. So there could also be some pattern in your life which will break through this particular connection. It can be a very small pattern. You will be going to repeat some pattern, and that pattern will be addressed through this particular connection. Fork in the road is just, I feel that you will be going through a pause period because of this connection. Somehow this connection will trigger that pause period, so that you can sit down and think, and you can see that how special and magical you are, and understand your importance. It is for regeneration of your energies, for coming out of your cave, for understanding that you are very special, you have all the power. All you have to do is you have to tell the universe that at this particular point I need this thing, and that thing will be provided to you, be it very small thing, be it very big thing. And what you can be doing right now is not trusting your intuition, or sometimes you must be having certain doubts that if you will have certain things or not, or maybe you are afraid to take certain risk. So spirits are telling you that they are sitting just right beside you, and they are here to fulfill anything you want. If you want to create something or anything, just anything, you have to just trust that it will be met, and you don't have to compromise, you have to not settle, because you won't be satisfied unless and until your soul calling is met, be it in any part of your life. So you have to learn to not compromise, not to settle, and go exactly as your soul is telling you. And I feel so that this person may also create a situation, or maybe you end up not liking them enough to have their company. So the spirits will be telling you that it's okay to say no. If you are not comfortable, you can say no, you can move away from that person, and you can wait for another person, or you can tell us that what kind of friend you want. So be very clear with them that what you need, what you want in your life, and that requirement will be met. You have to understand that you are very powerful. Your power, you have this you are this great manifestor. You can just create anything you want.
And then I have this card which say many paths. So you have to understand that whatever you want, there are several paths for that, and you will be ultimately ending up having the desired relationship, the desired career, and the desired life. Maybe you will be walking certain paths which are very less traveled. Maybe you will be doing certain things in the way other people have not done it, because your soul is telling you to do it that way. So you have to not look at others and tell yourself that the way I am doing it is wrong. No, you have a certain way, you have to just do it that way. You have to not follow others, you have to be someone who will lead other people. So just trust yourself. Then we have power, passion. Then it is imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So from this card, see, imagine that you are that kind of creature who has this power that just by imagining, just by their thought process, can make something, can bring something into reality. So just be happy, just create good things. Don't let negative things be on your mind and start manifesting them. Be responsible with your manifestation process and know that you are going to get everything you want. That is what your soul journey is about. But you have to trust yourself in the process, and you have to trust that your intuition is guiding you in the right direction. Okay, that's all I could say for you. Thank you.